What's up everyone, it's Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and let's talk about a phone that has a ultra slim design. It has 2 days of battery life, and you can even 3D print your own accessories. This is the CMF Phone 2 Pro. It's $329. Let's unbox it and let me give you some of my earlier impressions because it just got here a couple days ago. So the London-based CMF sub-brand of Nothing just dropped its latest phone, the Phone 2 Pro. Now CMF stands for Color, Material, Finish, a more affordable offshoot of Nothing that still lives within the same ecosystem. Once you get your hands on the phone, you'll see it in all its slim glory. It's just 7.8 millimeters thin and weighing only 185 grams. Now this is the thinnest and lightest Nothing powered device yet. For scale, here it is next to the OnePlus 13, and then here it is next to the new Nothing phones that just came out a couple months ago. You can see how slim this phone is, and yet thanks to its aluminum camera surrounding the stainless steel screws, it still feels rock solid in the hand. It just doesn't feel cheap. Now you have 4 finishes to choose from. You have a white with a grippy sandstone texture. You have black, with is like smooth and frosty. Then you have light green, which is frosted glass, and it kind of gives a mint vibe, if you will. And then you have a bold orange, which is like a metallic sheen. Now each option lives up to the CMF promise: color, material, and finish. And they're all done. Now, so for a phone in this price point, we usually don't expect a triple camera system, but we have it here on this phone. We do have the 50 megapixel main sensor, which allows 64% more light in compared to the Phone 1. And then we also have our telephoto lens, which allows for up to 20x digital zoom. Now, CMF calls this a 6-lens telephoto telescope, and it's using a lot of computational photography to makes those images look a lot better. I haven't fully tested yet, but we'll talk about that in the full review. But it's actually like a 2x lossless zoom bit. And then we also have a dedicated 8 megapixel ultra wide shooter for landscape shots. And then up front, we have a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now, quick thought of these cameras, these photos do hold their own against pricier rivals in good lighting, but obviously you don't have those high-end zooms that you see with more expensive cameras. And then low light is actually a lot better than what I was expecting. Obviously more testing has to be done on the camera. Now we do have this 6.77 inch Full HD Plus flexible AMOLED, and it pushes 1.07 billion colors, 120 Hertz adaptive refresh rate, and 1000 Hertz touch sampling rate. And that's something for gaming. Gamers will love that. And then we have a peak brightness of 3000 nits. So under direct sunlight, it will look pretty good. And then also check out these viewing angles. And a lot of times when you get a phone that is more affordable, the viewing angles may not be as good, but these viewing angles are great. Yeah, this is a really good screen, especially for a phone at this price. I did mention the MediaTek processor. It has the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Pro. It is a 4 nanometer chip. It powers an octa-core CPU up to 2.5 gigahertz. And we also have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and we have a liquid cooling heat pipe plus a cryogenic frame graphite core. And this keeps the temperatures down because we do have a thinner phone, which are prone to get hot. So yeah, had some stuff to prevent it from getting hot. And then if battery life is a major selling point for you, then check this out. We have 5,000 milliamp battery and is rated for 2 days of typical use. I haven't hit that milestone yet. I've been installing apps and tinkering with it nonstop, but stay tuned to my full review and full battery tests because you guys know I'm gonna give you guys the real. When you need to, top it off with charging, you do have 33 watts fast charging. And they say in 20 minutes you get a full days of battery life. That's an insane claim. I'll definitely test that as well. Now, true to CMF's maker ethos, you can pop off this stainless steel back with screws. You need a 4mm slotted driver, and you can swap out back panels, or you can even attach 3D printed accessories, just like on the Phone 1. Now, I'm betting the community is going to make some crazy mods for this phone because for the one, they had some really cool stuff and it was definitely a fun project. So I'm looking forward to swapping out the back on the 2 and having some fun accessories. Anyways, that was a quick unboxing and very first look of this phone, the CMF Phone 2 Pro. Obviously hit subscribe, drop a comment on what type of video you want. You guys just want a straight up review, or do you want a comparison between the Pixel 9 and the Phone 1, or do you want like the Nothing phone? I'm excited to give this phone a spin and compare it to other phones in its price range. Anyways guys, it's Kevin the Tech Ninja. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and we'll talk later. Peace.